Bitcoin hoodie guy coming back with another Kaspa video. Before we get into it, could you Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? Well, you can see there Kaspa's at 16 cents. Basically, you can see we're down a little bit, up a little bit, but you zoom out and you see that once it's on the 1 month, it's up. 1 year, obviously, but the whole market's basically going sideways. Bitcoin 69.5. When that's going to go for a big pop up, I don't know. I think it'll be coming. So just patiently waiting. And the dream team unites. Here, Michael Sutton, I saw this a few hours ago. He said, wow, this is huge. And it's a personal announcement from Shy, a personal statement. I'm not going to read it all. It's on their Twitter, but so you can see that basically saying, having finished my PhD, Dr. Shai Werbowski, I decided the next step in my professional life should be dedicating myself to documenting CAS, and at least for the next few years. Kaspa is a beautifully intricate, gentle beast, and many of its aspects are still poorly and disparately documented. I feel that forming a cohesive knowledge base could go a long way to benefit the project, and that my unique position and skill set lead me to this undertaking. I intend to do my best to make Kaspa approachable to anyone, from curious hobbyists through serious investors to professional engineers and academics. To fund working full-time on Kaspa content, I proposed a partnership to kaspamedia.com, to which they obliged. The terms of the partnerships are pretty straightforward. In return for funding my work, I will share with Kas Media the rights to any content created as part of this partnership, except specific cases where it's agreed that the content will be public domain. Kas Media will use their platform to make the content available and are free to monetize it however they see fit, with two limitations. I get complete creative control over my content, and none of it will be paywalled without my permission, although we do have plans for some closed content such as an online course and some books. To give some more concrete substance to the nature of ownership, I will share my tentative plans, of all which are subject to revision. Rewrite Kaspa.org from scratch, write a white paper. While I openly diss white papers many times, I come to realize they have a tremendous educational value. 2 open source books to be compiled in parallel: Understanding GhostDAG, Implementing GhostDAG, storyboard and produce educational animated videos, a paid online course titled Blockchain and Benefit and BlockDAG Fundamentals. And he's saying thank you. And then Michael Sutton comments, I'm debating about the name Implementing GhostDAG for the practical or implementation book. Most of Kaspa's complexities can be attributed to more general models of BlockDAG and chain best DAGs. It's a work in progress. Kaspa's lucky to have you, Shai, and congrats on the PhD. Can we call you Dr. Shai now? Not yet. Give it a few more weeks. So that's big. Having, him being, I don't know what exactly everything that he was already previously doing before this announcement, but he's a big brain guy. So having him do more is better, and maybe kind of chunking the information in different ways that makes it, more understandable, or can connect with people of all sorts of different backgrounds. Hash rate's 324. You can see addresses up to 352,000 now, so that's nice. No huge movement in the top 10 there. These are the top, and the top 27 addresses, only these 10 were active. The last time I checked on the Rust rewrite, it was like 91%. We'll see what it's like. So yeah, it's fluctuating. Depends on those last, there's a last few holdout miners on Golang. So you can see over here what people are saying on Twitter. $21.6 million sent and accepted in 5 seconds for a fraction of a penny the power of Kaspa. And so, yeah, that is BlockDAG layer. Okay, this looks like it's a French or something, maybe. So at some point, Coinbase, Binance, OKX, Kraken, Crypto.com are actively failing hundreds of millions of dollars by not listing Kaspa. By the time Kaspa reaches $1, they have failed a good percentage. The Kas mining rewards will be cut to double digits next month to 98. So that's big. Pumpolinsky, that was the video for that video that they posted about kind of joking around about Binance, that song. Owning Casp doesn't make you a Caspian. Understanding the potential of Caspa does. Crypto Chris. Facts. The future of money in Caspa. Once you understand, it's crystal clear. I think whatever, owning it or understanding it, I think they both make you a part of it. The evolution of the projects like Caspa. So yeah, it's exciting to see what's going on there. Let's see, what was I thinking about here? Just go back and check the, where they're talking about the 5.3 seconds, fraction of a penny, $21 million transferred. So at some point, it's really cheap. It'll be interesting to see how the KRC-20s, but when you look at the mission schedule, such an aggressive mission schedule, which is good for inflation, because we're already getting, by the end of the year, it should be reduced already down to 36. So right here, 97 is the next reduction in July. And so it's going to already be down to a pretty low emission. So when you zoom out like this, and then it's getting such a small amount that you're going to have a lot of, in the next couple of years, you're going to have to see a lot of transactions. It'll need to scale up and have lots of transactions. Otherwise, there might not be enough reward for the miners. So the cheap fees are good. You also need a lot of fees in order to replace the mining reward. That way you can keep the hash rate growing, keep this network strong. Good morning, Kaspa. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in. So it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. So the cheap fees are a double-edged sword. I guess when there's more demand for the block space, then you should see because if you go back here to the dashboard here, and you can see that real time right now, 1 block per second, 2 transactions per second. That's obviously fluctuating, but you're going to hopefully things like KRC-20, just more people getting onboarded. But let me know what you think about having the mission schedule. So you're going to need to have transactions scaling up right now. I've bought and held, and I've had some transactions, but I'm not having a lot of transactions, and that's probably why a lot of people are really bullish about KRC-20, those partially signed Kaspa transactions, the KRC-721. That can lead to just more use case, more reason for people to interact with it besides buying, holding, and selling. Because it's cool to use it as money. And I guess you could have a small bag of your Kaspa if more people were accepting Kaspa. But if you really believe Kaspa is going to be a lot more valuable in the future, it's more in the store of value mode right now than actually a spendable currency. Because if you feel like Kaspa can get to a couple bucks or $10, then you don't really want to spend that. You'd rather spend your fiat that's actually losing value every year instead of gaining value. So that's where I do think that the Casplex and all that stuff will really, I guess, there we go. See if they said anything. No, just still the logos. Everyone likes logo number 1. Still nothing in the last couple of days. But so when I was talking about the dream team of Shy, becoming more of a bigger player in the space and with education and documenting what's going on with Kaspa, and like Casplex, when I listened to AMA, they're really, really, really smart guys. They had a big understanding of Bitcoin, ordinals, op return, just all the more technical. I mean, way more technical. I don't have any technical knowledge, but so I think the guys at Casplex are really smart guys, and I think that there's going to be, and then the people making the KRC-20 wallets. So there's a lot of people. So like a dream team is uniting. So like thumbnail is I have a picture of the American basketball dream team that had like Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and all those guys on it. And so they're, in a sense, there's more really, smart developers like the guys at Casplex and Shy, and more guys that could be onboarded in the next few months once some of the stuff goes live. Once people see, hey, there's KRC-20, 721s, there's stuff going on. You might get some devs that are on ordinals or inscriptions or runes come over, and they might be kind of going in both areas. So it's going to be net positive. And at some point with the mission schedule, you're going to need. It's cool that transactions are super cheap, but that means that they're probably going to have to get a little bit more expensive. But because that's what happens with Bitcoin. When there's more demand, the price, the transactions go up a little bit. That still means that Kaspa will be super cheap, but you're just going to need more demand for block space on Kaspa, and things like what Casplex is doing will help drive that. And just more people wanting to buy and hold it. And then eventually, if you have a circular economy where more people are accepting it. I know there's a few places, but realistically, no one accepts Kaspa. Yeah, there's a few people in Israel and a few people here and there, but be honest, like you go to the United States, nowhere that I have ever seen accepts Kaspa. So there's a long ways to go there. Most people don't even know what Kaspa is. A lot of people don't even know how many Bitcoin there are. So, if you were on a beach in Florida and you went up to the beach and asked people about Kaspa, you'd be hard pressed to find someone that even knew about it. So there's a big gap there. Kaspa, let's go. 95 million. Okay, I guess. Well, thanks for tuning in. I don't know if that's Turkish, but it's bullish times. And so, yep, there's a lot of exciting stuff. There's a lot of stuff on the horizon, the 10 blocks per second, but a lot of stuff that can potentially increase the demand for the block space. At the end of the day, that's what matters. More demand for the block space, more money for the miners, increased hash rate, and life is good. So thanks for watching. Have a good Sunday, and that's it.